Good morning and welcome to another light race stream. How are we doing? Good morning, good morning. Gonna be doing some more 14ing today. Trying to level up our match. Not what I wanted to happen. Like, yeah, how are we doing? How are we doing? Still wearing our red mage outfit. Go ahead and hop right in the game since we're not doing anything too critical, so I can just sort of run around while we're getting settled in. Hope everybody's doing alright on this Sunday. I took a walk this morning. I am actually feeling good. Hope y'all are as well. We hit level 79 on Thursday. Cool. Making progress. I think we already did this thing, right? Yeah. Are there any fates out here? Yeah, actually, I think first off, to make our life easier, we need to do our Aether current quests in the zone. Because we have not done. And that would make this a lot easier. So, I think that's going to be our first objective for today. Huh? So let's find our Aether quests and see if we can help some fish people. Ooh. He's eyeing me with naked interest. Okay, let's see if I got this. Hail, fitness one, and welcome to the Cups. Long have I wanted to converse with one of your kind. I am called Narash Kaal. How may I address you? And I'm on more curious. Before we speak at length, there's something I would show to you. Let us leave behind the cups and head due west. Come. Or yeah, we're just trying to get our Aether currents going here. It's all quest stuff, so it's not. I have found all the points. I'm just gonna get these quests in. So we'll do that first. It's some XP anyway. It will let us get the XP from finishing the zone as well once we get it. These are relics of your kind, yes. The leavings of a ship that sailed the seas long, long ago. They lie as they fell, untouched by any onboard. Most have little interest in the affairs of the things I have to do. Ever since I was saved by one of yours, After being washed ashore, weary and near death, his kindness is a rare and wonderful thing. And I would know more of the people who showed it to me. And so I ask you, Ademelon Morgan, to teach me of your ways. These objects, for example, what purpose do they serve? How are they to be used? Gestures to nearby debris, treating viewers, inspect them, and offer them. Wheel. Use this to steer a boat. Among the debris you spy what appears to be a rotting ship's wheel. And carved from the wood of one of your trees, yes. What purpose does this particular contraption serve? Hey, good morning, Impale. Thank you for the early ghost. How are you doing? How are you? Hello, hello. We're working on my Aether Currents in the zone. Tired, stayed up way too late and watched 2 more movies last night. That will do it. That will do it. Hope you got some good rest after that, though. I ended up staying up reading for a little bit after I got wound down. I'm a little tired today, but you know, we're good. I got up early and walked this morning, and you know, I got my coffee and all that, so I'm ready to rock. We're just working on our 8th current quests in the Tempest, because I haven't completed them yet. Hey, Killneth. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it going? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at. Doing alright? How about yourself? I'm good. I, got up this early. Got up this morning, took a walk. It's actually starting to get nice around here, somewhat, for now, the next few days. So I went out, took a walk, got hopped on in game, and we're just working on leveling up my my red mage here. You have any familiarity with Final Fantasy XIV? Or Final Fantasy in general, even? Kill? Always nice to walk when the weather's nice. Exactly. Yeah, I love Final Fantasy and play 14 on and off. Nice. Yeah, well, this is going to be a pretty spoiler-free stream if you're not caught up on the MSQ, because I'm also trying to catch up. I'm trying to level this character up so that I can actually get back to the main story. So, you should be safe. Zones might be a little unknown, depending on where I end up popping in and out of to do leveling, but not going to be doing a lot of story stuff. Other than like maybe some side stuff, so that's awesome though. What's your favorite class when you do hop in? Or at least the one you played. Ones you played. I haven't played I haven't played most of them either, so. I've yet to finish the MSQ, but I just enjoy the game for being a chill game. It is a great game for just like vibing out, huh? Honestly, I spend most of the time crafting. Hey, we need crafters. I need to do more of it. But yeah, it's a good vibe game, especially if you're doing like crafting or something. You're just sitting there like doing a little tink, and you know, maybe you got something on in the background or off to the side. You're a paladin currently. Nice. That's one of the tanks, right? You can tell I haven't touched tank, so props to you. I am a DPS main, or a black mage main, probably. Probably the way to put it. But we're leveling our red mage right now. Yeah, I haven't touched tanks. I have barely touched healers. I'm one of those guys. Just give me something to blast. Just point me in a direction, and I'll Crafting feels amazing on the PS5 version. Oh, you're playing on PS5. That's neat. Version with the haptics. Oh yeah, because like the PS5 has like a super advanced like controller haptics, right? Like that was like one of the big features in PS5. I don't own one myself. I'm almost exclusively a PC gamer with like some Switch thrown in for flavor. I've heard good things about the PS5 haptics in general. I'm surprised they got it in 14, or like they implemented it in 14. Yeah, it literally feels like you're mining or spinning the weaving wheel. That is sick. That actually adds like so much. I appreciate good like haptic stuff in games. I've appreciated it since like the Nintendo 64 like Rumble pack, where it was, you know, there wasn't a lot happening, but it was a thing. Love some haptics. Sure. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Discord. That's awesome. Rumble pack or memory card though, that was always a tie-up, right? That was a time. That was a time. Yeah, you couldn't do both. That would be crazy. The technology just did not exist. Literally. Those are good days. I think N64 was like my last like heavy console gaming, I think. Actually. Basically after that I jumped over to PC, and then I've just sort of dabbled in console stuff since then. Like I own a PS4 that probably didn't get my money's worth out of. I own a Switch, which I have gotten my money's out of entirely in Smash Brothers. Yeah, for the most part, I'm right here. Unless you count VR as a console. I do occasionally do some VR stuff, although my VR set's packed up at the moment. I enjoy consoles for ease of use and sitting on the sofa. Yeah, you mainly game on the PC. Much better value on everything. Yeah, that's basically how I feel. I am usually at my desk playing whatever, but being able to just vibe on the couch is nice. I should probably do a little more of it, just to change up where I'm sitting, right? Just for my own health. Usually my couch is reserved for like Netflix or whatever, watching movies. The occasional passing out while watching movies. Yeah. Good to see you, Kill. Thank you. Thank you for the follow as well, by the way. I did see that the other day. I forgot to say thanks. or got a better chair. So I did. Went from a bog standard office chair to a still cheap gaming chair. Made a world of difference. Yeah, I got a. I have a Secret Lab chair. Secret Lab. See. So it's a good. I have a good chair, although I've worn out the padding on it a bit. I've had it for several years now. But so it's a nice chair. But occasionally I just need to move. I'm an old man. Gotta keep moving. That's why I've got like scheduled breaks into the stream and everything, so I get up and stretch and move around a little bit. You know. No worries, it was good chatting on the CD stream. It was. Mathman is awesome. Mathman is awesome. Did look at Secret Labs, just a bit too pricey for my budget. Yeah, I got this when I had a more reasonable, where I had a more acceptable income, I guess. I couldn't afford it now if I wanted to. I think this truss chair I got was like 80. God, is that euros or is that pounds? I can never remember which one's which. Isn't bad. Yeah, no, that's a good it's a good price. Can't argue with a chair that works for you for 80 pounds right here. I'm over here in the U.S. So I know dollars. I watch dollars go out of my bank account quite frequently, and occasionally go in. Nice. Yeah, welcome in. Like I said, we're just doing some side questing. I'm trying to do some, I'm doing like zone completion, basically, at the moment. Over here in 14. So, we'll dive back into it. Chatting with this guy. He wants to know what this wheel's for. I'll be nice and actually, tell him, yeah, use it to your ship at sea.
Ah, the vessel your kind uses to traverse our waters. And without a wheel, it is at the mercy of the wind and the currents. I see.
I also do some amount of voice acting. Big quotes. Voice acting. There's so much to do in 14, and half of the side quests unlock new features and gameplay. Really enjoy that about it. There is so much to do. Obviously it's been out for ever. But yeah, you can... If you can't find something to do in 14, you're not looking. Right? You're not looking. You can do single player stuff, you can do, group stuff, you can craft, you can just run around, explore, do questing, do not questing. Yeah. So, as a history, I started playing 14, multiple years ago. Got up to, the end of Stormblood and then just stopped for whatever reason. Things came up and etc, etc. And then, after I had started streaming again, which was 7-ish months ago, or after I started streaming, period, not again, 7 months ago, I was doing stuff, playing through various games. I do a lot of story and lore stuff, that type of deal, on stream. And I was like, I should hop back into 14 because it's pretty story and lore heavy, right? So I jumped right in and started blasting through the main story. And now I'm in the last, I'm halfway through the last expansion, and I hit max level on my black mage. So I didn't want to waste any more story XP. So we're leveling up another class to keep going. I like playing different stuff anyway, occasionally. So now we're on our red mage, which is like a sword and spell hybrid DPS. Like you use your spells to like charge up for your attacks. Pretty neat. And it's an archetype I'm a big fan of in games, so it's been fun. Among the debris, spy what appears to be remnants of several shattered bottles. Always just dabbled in and out of it. Always get distracted by other games. I can relate. I'm almost entirely playing 14 on stream. I'm usually playing other stuff on my own, which is why it's taking me so long to get my levels caught up. We've been working on this for a few weeks now. Yeah, I can relate. I've been doing a lot of PoE 2 on my own time. Path of Exile 2. I know there's multiple PoEs now, but I've been doing the new Path of Exile 2 update, and I'm waiting for some more monsters to drop for Monster Hunter Wilds. So, yeah, I get it. There are too many video games. There are just too many video games. Looking forward to PoE 2 when it releases. PoE 2 is you say you need to do PoE 1 first. You don't really, though. The way they're designing PoE 2 is to run concurrently with PoE 1. And they're designing them as very different games. Like, they're both ARPGs and, you know, loot-driven, you know, etc., etc. But they play very differently. So some people will probably end up preferring PoE 2, some will end up preferring PoE 1, and then they haven't, and you know, so some people will just, will probably, and they're planning on continuing development on both, basically. But yeah, there's no reason to dive into PoE 2 if you're not, if you want to wait for release. It will just be a better game. Yeah, you know, you want to do PoE 1 first, more action. That's fair. I really enjoy PoE 1. I did a bit on when we first started streaming. I played a lot of PoE 1 on the stream. I got my first max level character on stream. It was fun. I really enjoy PoE 1. I'm also very much enjoying PoE 2, but they are very different. And since it's in early access / beta / whatever, it's going through rapid, significant changes, and opinions are all over the place if you look on the internet. Whereas PoE 1 is basically PoE 1. So we in that red state of mind. Yeah, I don't like that version of the phrasing, Nelvi. I have regrets. Good morning. Good morning. Opinions are often all over the place. Yeah, that's true. It's the internet and it's video games, so people cannot be settled on anything. But I've been enjoying PoE 2. I've never been a hyper blaster in ARPGs, so just give me a game where I can have some fun. But yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan of the phrasing. Maybe I should have thought my title through more. Yeah. I think PoE 2 will be an excellent game when it does release, but yeah, don't feel like you feel obligated to dive into PoE 2 until it's done. But yeah, PoE 1 is just there, although it is a giant time sink because it's an ARPG. BOE2 is on its way to being fantastic IMO. I agreed. Just needs some balancing. Yeah. They're still working on things. The vision is evolving. They're learning stuff, we're learning stuff. It'll get there. I mean, it's at 0.2 out of theoretically, like, 1.0 before going, like, released. So, we got a ways. We got a ways. Not that version numbers mean anything. Software dev spoiler. The points are made up and the versions don't matter.
Such fragile containers they were. I suspect they once contained something of great value. What can you tell me of their purpose?
They uses makeshift weapons, first to bludgeon, then to stab. No, you put alcohol in them. Some version number systems don't matter or make any sense. Exactly. You're a web software dev myself. Nice. Welcome in. I went to school for game dev. I'm currently an unemployed game dev, I guess. But I went to school for it. So I'm right there with you. You're a fan of semantic versioning? Trying to remember exactly what that one was. I know I think we went over it in school. But we didn't really do versioning at my last job. So wasn't really a thing we did. Tried game dev, it's hard. It's not easy. Yeah. That's right. 1.0 would be version 1, then 10 minor additions, and then batches. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's my preferred method too. That's also what they taught us in school. Yeah. My last job did not really do versioning, just basically at all. So I was game dev adjacent at my last job, doing like video slot machines. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that versioning system, for sure. The game I'm playing at the moment is beta 0.10.0.11 or 15580-shipping. What does that even mean? The title screen says version 89. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Like that. The semantic versioning, at least, is like readable. But someone who's not like in the studio, like that version number probably tells some software dev exactly where they're at. But if you're trying to make it parsable for like anybody else, including probably like other people on the team, doesn't really work. So yeah, it's a while. Software development is a thing, huh? Speaking of, we played that AI, like they did the AI like Quake 2 thing from Microsoft. We did that a couple of days ago, or a couple of streams ago. It was like playing Quake 2, but you're dreaming about it. Like nothing made quite made sense. It's interesting. Rooms would change when you looked away, kind of thing. Enemies were all like weird, like blurry blobs. Hopefully that's not where game dev is going.
Fragrant liquids which cloud the mind. I have heard of these before. The pinless ones so delight in dulling their wits. We do.
I would love a good wine. Not like right now. It's 10 a.m. But I do like a good wine. These are probably not so good anymore. The ones that have been in a shipwreck. We can only hope. Yeah. I don't like. I'm not a fan of the generative AI stuff in general, except as from like a tech standpoint. Like, I think it's an interesting technical achievement. I'm not a fan of like the impact it has, both like environmentally and on like people using LLMs and generative AI to like shortcut and not like actually like learn them. But from a tech standpoint, it's neat, which is why we tried that out. But that's a whole discussion. Yeah, at least we have the older games to enjoy. Yep. And there's always going to be devs who are just going to do their thing, regardless of what the next big hotness tech is, right? I just avoid anything AI out of principle. First principle being they're missing the I part of it. Yeah, like that's the other big thing, right? What everybody's calling AIs now, like ChatGPT and all that nonsense. They're not actually. They're just taking in a bunch of data and then spitting it out when prompted. Sometimes not even accurately. Often not accurately. There's no reasoning or like any of like the hallmarks of like actual intelligence. This is someone on Blue Sky referred to it as AL, art wandering. Yeah, that's honestly not off. Especially like the generative AI. This is like, look, I made this into a Studio Ghibli art style, just without any of the actual like soul of the Studio Ghibli thing. I'm like, it's like it's not really how that works. If I wanted to do art, I would simply learn how to do art. And maybe it'll be scuffed for a long while, but at least it'd be my art, right? There's some of that on the channel. My Twitch page background is made by me. The first generation of our little stream mascot, our little guy, who's gradually been turned into various animated emotes, was made by me, and then Nelfie over there in chat refined his design into something that actually looked good. Mine was much more blocky. But yeah, pixel art's fun. Yeah, I made a very basic version of him as like a concept art, I guess, is what it would be. And yeah, Nelfie popped off and got me the little dude. And then yeah, now he's my profile here on Twitch. and I use them for emotes. Twitch has got a bunch of like built-in tools to like animate static emotes, and then there are other sites on the internet too that let you do similar stuff. So I've been slowly adding those in. Once I have the funds, obviously, I'll commission, an actual like art package to sort of lock everything in, sort of like unify. That's the word I'm looking for. Unify the stream aesthetic. It's a little all over the place at the moment, but yeah. Been pretty good. I'm still a new streamer. Like I said, I've been doing it for like 7 months. What is today? Yeah, it was 7 months 3 days ago. So 7 months and 3 days, I guess, give or take. So yeah, been affiliate for 2 months.
Thank you, Adam Morgan. In our short time together, you have already taught me so much.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on that myself. Figured out how to use Krita yesterday, which is FOSS Photoshop. Yeah, I've been using GIMP on my end, and then I think Nelfi uses the something. He uses one of the pixel, like the specifically pixel art ones. I cannot remember the name of. There's so many tools out there nowadays to do arting. GIMP's great. Can't do bitmap, but I can't do bitmap stuff. I can't navigate through GIMP super well, but it is the one I use when I need to like mock up a thumbnail or something. It does vectors as well, so it made it a bit easier. Yeah, I should dig more into vector art, honestly. It'd probably be easier for me as well to get some stuff going. I should look into that. In fact, I'm going to make a note, because otherwise I say I will look into that and then I will forget by the end of the stream. I know how my brain works. Okay. Yeah, vector art's so cool. It's like math as art. So theoretically, I should be better at it, being an engineer.
None of these pearls of wisdom will serve my needs.
I've heard good things about using like Canva or some stuff like for like like banners and logos and the like. So I may have to check that out too. I've heard I think there's like a free version of Canva. Math is art. Hey, maybe that's why it makes more sense to me too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's sort of what vector art is. Like, it's art. It probably is, because yeah, you're a web dev as well. Yeah, Canva's supposed to be good. I'm one of those weirdos who avoid anything that's like sign in to use. Yeah, no, hey, you're in good company. I don't like that either. Just let me download a tool. I want it on my on my desktop. Preferably with no sign-in. So yeah, I feel you. It's so hard to find nowadays, though, right? But when you do find one, stick with it and keep the old version. I've got some ancient versions of software still on my computer on like old hard drives that I've like carried over that just never got updated. Who knows if they even run anymore? I got them. And they don't require a subscription or a login.
Now, Rush, what are you thinking wandering off on your own to this finless one? There's no time for you to fiddle with their leavings. Clutch Mother is in terrible distress. You don't understand. Brought him here to... Pray forgive this child his impudence. I am Zorosh On, and on behalf of the Clutch Mother, come to entreat your assistance.
I don't know what's happening with these guys' accent. I'm going for something vaguely fishy, and I don't know if it's landing.
It seems you did not realize that in driving back the waters of the Tempest, you placed our beloved Clutch Mother, leader of the Ondo, in mortal peril. She is pregnant, you see. Here in the depths, she'll give birth to many, many eggs. We male Ondo will then take them into our care, raise them as our own.
Think it fits? Thank you. Thank you, Kill. I am not a professional voice actor. That may or may not shock you. But I do have a lot of fun with it. Especially since I'm playing a lot of story games, I try to read my stuff out loud and give people a voice. That voice typically does not align with whatever if they happen to have an official voice actor. Doesn't usually line up. It's like my own interpretation, right? And some of them are scuffed, and some of them are not consistent. I've had one character who has probably had 15, 20 different accents since I started playing 14. Just like every time I read a dialogue, I'm like, I don't know if that works, or I just slip out of it. But I have fun with it. I'm trying to learn some more, so it's fun.
Absent the flowing waters, we know not if she will be able to deliver them safely. If not, the future of our people will be in jeopardy.
Suck at accents, so I try to slightly change inflection for some characters. It'll be fun for sure. Yeah. Sometimes that's all it takes. Give them just like a different inflection, or sort of draw out some words, or just play around with it, really. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I do my best not to go into like crazy stereotypical accents. I'm sure I hit it inadvertently sometimes, but I do my best. But yeah, a lot of it is, because a single person, unless you're like Robin Williams or something like that, where you can do like 100 different voices back to back to back. Most people are only doing a few. Even Matt Mercer, who's one of the biggest game voice actors currently, only does a few, like a handful of voices, right? So the fact that I'm voice acting an entire video game cast, some of them are going to be overlapping, and scuffed and all that. But yeah, as I've been learning, a lot of it is just like changing inflections, you know, playing around with how they pause and how they, you know, enunciate things. It's fun. I'm trying to learn some more, like, official, or like some actual more techniques. 'Cause I've been sort of self-learning it myself, right? But there's obviously a lot of stuff out there. Yeah, that's the risks. You can only do your best. Exactly. I never mean anything by any of the voices I use. This is the way to think of it. I'm not mocking anybody when I am voicing a random character in a video game. Right. The intent is just to give them something unique to sound like. Especially because you know, a lot of people are lurking while they're hanging out. So they've, you know, I'm either, you know, tabbed onto a different screen or whatever. So if I can keep the voices interesting and unique, they at least know what's happening and like when different people are talking. So I do my best. And we'll get better. It's just, you know, as with everything else about streaming and, you know, everything else in life, I guess. It's all about practice.
The flat of life, the many Ondo lives. We have rebuilt our numbers somewhat in the decades since. It would be devastating to lose an entire generation. Or worse, the Clutch Mother herself.
Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Or if it doesn't end up perfect, at least it ends up improved.
She wishes to speak with you directly. You might find a solution to this dilemma. Will you return with me to the cops?
Nods.
Erosh, come. We'll not let you trouble our guest or the Clutch Mother further. Further.
Well,
everything I have done for her.
one thing I need to do, and books. Played any good books lately here on Twitch? Mr. Books, Mr. Good Books, Martin. He's been doing a lot of voice acting on his channel as well, and he's got some like voice acting videos up on his or in his Discord that I need to that stuff that's been helpful for him that I need to watch. I've got them like marked to watch later. Yeah, you watched him yesterday? He was playing a CRPG, which is nice to see. Yeah, he plays a lot of more classic stuff. He's been doing a lot of Morrowind and CRPG stuff. I have popped in there occasionally as well. He's a cool guy. And a kindred spirit in the story-heavy, voice-acted, lore, fun times sort of niche. We talked at a fair length about Morrowind since it's my favorite game of all time. Very nice. If you're not already, you should join in his Discord. He's got a whole server, or a whole channel for like Elder Scrolls discussion. There's a few people in there who love it. Love to like pop off and go for a while on it. I do enjoy some Elder Scrolls action. I never really got into Skyrim, but I played You know, I played Morrowind back in the day, and I played Oblivion. Don't think I ever played Daggerfall. Daggerfall was a bit old, even for me. But I do enjoy the world that they do there. So very cool. Favorite game of all time. It's a good one. That's a good one. Played Daggerfall Unity, which is quite nice. Is that the, I don't want to call it a remake, but I guess it is kind of a remake, right? I remember they did, I seem to remember them saying something about that. Or someone on the internet. I should stay more up to date on gaming news, huh? Yeah, it's basically a remake, but an engine re-implementation in Unity. Right. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, basically a remake. But yeah, it's like not. It's like an actual like remake, as opposed to what a lot of people are calling remakes now, where it's not the same game. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's not really the same game. Same rough story. Yeah, more or less. But functionally a new game. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I haven't checked that out. I should give it a look at some point. We got our ad break about to happen here in a couple minutes, so I won't go into whatever this cutscene is. As per usual here on the stream, we take our breaks when the stream takes a break. We play 3 minutes of ads every hour to prevent pre-rolls, and so that I theoretically get paid a bit. If you want to dodge the ads, although, like I said, not a ton happening during them, you can always sub and also get access to our random emote selection. That's still growing, still being developed, all that good stuff. Otherwise, I appreciate everybody hanging out. Turning off ad block and all that stuff as well is very appreciated. We'll be taking a few minute break, and then I'll have the drop game going when the break screen is up for people who are inclined. And some music playing and all that good stuff. And then we'll be back here in just, 3-ish minutes to carry on with more 14 and more chat banter. So, stay tuned, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us. And we are back. Welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody took the chance to grab some water and move around a little bit. It's actually a really cool way of doing it, having a break during ads. Yeah, I find it very frustrating when I'm watching a stream myself, and I get stuck in an ad break while something cool is happening on stream. So I tried from the start to sort of set a schedule, even before I had ads on the channel. Setting a consistent break schedule to align with it. Also, make sure that I regularly get up and sort of move around and keep myself a little healthier, and sort of encourage chat to do the same, right? Welcome back, thank you. Yeah, it works out on multiple levels, I think. And like I said, obviously having the ads prevents pre-rolls, which everybody hates. So end up watching enough streams that I got turbo. Yeah, that's honestly a great way of doing it if you're watching a bunch of channels. I'm guessing Turbo doesn't support the streamers and only benefits Twitch? No, actually. There's a special section under our earnings thing for Turbo watchers. We get like a special, yeah, like a credit. So, yeah, no, it's so Turbo very much works if you're not into ads. If you're you're someone who's watching a lot of channels and still want to support but also don't want to deal with ads. But yeah, no, we still get paid. I couldn't tell you whether it's like better or worse because ad rates change constantly. But yeah, no, it still very much counts. Whereas ad block, yeah, ad block does not count. But yeah, and good morning, Chryso, as well. How are you doing? Or good day. Can't remember where you're at. Good. Insert day state here. So yeah, no, Turbo is very much appreciated. It's I don't know how they do the calculation. It's like, based on the time watched versus something, I'm sure. Background things, but yes, does definitely count. So, thank you. I watch enough streams where I could probably benefit from Turbo as well, but I don't need to be spending more money on things, basically. So I just deal with it on the channels that I on most channels, and then I do like I've got my Twitch Prime that I can pop on whatever channel I happen to be watching a lot of that month, right? Which does much the same thing. Basically a sub, stealing the money from Bezos. One good thing about modern game releases going down the pan, more ability to save money. True. And then, Game Pass is also nice for that. Although I need to re-up my Game Pass. There's actually a couple things on there that I want to play, perhaps on stream. Yeah, especially with in addition to games being kind of wonky lately, the prices are shooting up and becoming less likely for me to purchase them. So, yay! Even though theoretically I can write them off if I stream them, it's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. Game Pass is a surprisingly good dub from Microsoft. I'm not usually a fan of Microsoft. Yeah, it's weird, right? I'm in the same boat. Not a huge Microsoft fan. They've managed to scuff so many things. Not the least of which literally Windows. But yeah, Game Pass is actually good. At least for the gamer. I would not be surprised if devs are getting a little bodied by it. But the actual game devs are getting bodied by the entire industry. So it's not like the programmers and artists and everything are getting more money because games are $70 now. That's not where that money's going. Spoilers. But yeah, it's probably not a awesome deal for some devs. Then again, some games are probably getting played they never would otherwise. So I don't know. That's probably a very complicated question. Yeah, I've heard it's not massive good for sales. Yeah. I would not be surprised, but like some games that probably wouldn't get played at all. People were probably at least trying on Game Pass, because if you've already got it, why not? So I should probably re-up mine, because like I said, there's a couple of games on there I want to try. Or a couple of like recent releases. Like I want to check out South of Midnight. I think that one looks cool. I want to check out, what was the other one? There's another game that just came out, or was about to, that I've forgotten entirely. Oops. Yay, brains! Game Pass can also be good if your system can't run it. The streaming. Oh yeah, like the cloud, their cloud thing. They are doing some cool stuff with that. I know Google sort of started it off with their version, but I guess it's gotten significantly better since they tried. They were just like years too early for like Stadia or whatever. Apparently they're pretty, yeah, like the streaming stuff is actually kind of nice now. Yeah, you were able to, your PC found itself with Stalker 2. That seemed like a pretty intense one, honestly. Being able to stream it and still experience the game was nice. Nice. Yeah, how was like latency and stuff on that? I haven't heard a lot of like direct testimonials. Testimonials, yeah. Yeah, like how did you find the streaming stuff? Like Stalker's obviously like a shooter, so if you can play Stalker fine, that's a good sign, honestly. We'll go ahead and talk to this guy while we're doing that too. I'll multitask. I can banter while we do our side questing. For the people who are watching, they're like, "Oh God, please play the video game." This is a stream. We do both. Especially when we're in side quest mode.
Beyond this gate resides the Clutch Mother. Approach. Hearken to her words.
Worked pretty well for me. Played the entirety of Starfield streaming too. Nice. I think it probably mainly depends on your connection speed. Yeah, that's probably a big part of it, right? Like, connection speed and then, like, you know, where you are in the world for, like, actual latency. Because physics is a thing. So if you're across the world from any of the, like, the servers, probably feels a little worse. But I assume they've, as it's a Microsoft service, I assume they have servers pretty well distributed. Nice. I'm still torn on how I feel about Starfield. I enjoyed what I played of it, for the most part. I didn't beat it, as is often the case when I play video games. I didn't beat it, but I had fun with it for a while. But yeah, I think it had some stuff going on that I think was just a little bit of a dev hell situation where they weren't sure what it was going to be, or it got like reworked or something. You know, like there were systems that felt like they either didn't fit, or they weren't finished, or they were finished and then stuff got yanked out, that kind of thing. Enjoyed what you played of it, yeah? It was literally Fallout 4 in space. Right. But, you know, I'm sure it will get some love, you know, via modding and such, as Bethesda games typically do. So I'm sure I'll try it out. It's like, you know, a few years down the line when weird stuff has gone on. Some insane mod drops. I'm still waiting for someone to do like someone to figure out how to like mod an entire planet in, like mod in like some other, like, you know, like an actual, some other properties, like actual world, like drop Tatooine into Starfield, or you know, something like that. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. This is a clutch mother, so the fishy queen.
Honored kid, I, clutch mother of the Ondo, do bid you welcome to our realm. You will forgive me for receiving you in this fashion. For the safety and well-being of my children unborn, I must remain within, away from the dangers without. As you know, under normal circumstances, this place would be filled with blessed water. I wish I would draw strength and support to bring these eggs into this world. Alas, I am but half submerged now, and I fear for my ability to fulfill my sacred duty. I am given to understand you and yours are responsible for drawing back the waters of our realm. With good reason, I am sure. However, it is my sincere hope that you would agree to aid us, given that you are responsible for this state of affairs. Fear not, I desire no direct assistance.
Good, I am not prepared to deliver fish babies.
Alright. Rather, I would beg a boon of your people's knowledge of childbirth and how the finless ones ease the burdens of their struggling mothers.
This is a way more involved side quest than I was expecting. I just want a little Aether Current thing.
Sarosh Vaughn will be my agent in this matter. Heed his words and answer his questions. That is all I ask. Do you consent?
Nods. Don't know if she can, you know, see me. But I did nod at her. The old, or our old character is a man of few words.
I thank you, honored guest. Go well.
Love the nods. Yeah, me too. I gotta voice the nod, otherwise I look like a crazy person when, you know. I look like our character probably looks when he's just staring at somebody blankly for 30 seconds. Yeah, nods. I need a nodders emote like Math has, or like the you know, the classic. I need one myself. I just need to figure out how I want to do it.
And it is agreed. However, I must consult with our attendants before we speak further. For now, I bid you and Niraj Kaur go about your business. But be ready if called on.
Wait, everyone, Morgan. What happened to Niraj's voice? That's it now.
Have you a moment to converse in private? Outside the cups, please.
Sure. I'm just trying to get some Aether Currents. I did not expect this side quest to lead to, hey, could you, you know, make sure our species continues. Nothing can ever be chill in 14, huh? Never just chill. This quest started out with me telling him what a ship's like steering wheel was, by the way. We're aware you're here for X, but how do you feel about midwifery? I was like, I don't know if that I'm qualified for this. I don't know that I am. Heaven's Ward is quite chill in general. Yeah, before the stakes like go insane, I guess. I haven't been back to the Heaven's Ward stuff, or like the Heaven's Sword like questing in quite a while. I see you, Cryson. All the ice. Got me again. You got me again. Well played. Well played.
It is a rare thing, indeed, to be granted an audience with the Clutch Mother. I hope this serves to help you understand how important these eggs are to us. Before you came to the cups, I had been searching for a means to assist her in giving birth. That is why I've been studying the relics of your people.
Ah, I see. You're not going to find a lot about childbirth on random ship wreckage, though? Don't think?
Fortunately, I found nothing that seems suitable for this purpose.
Yeah, not surprised.
I cannot stress to you how important she is to us. As mother to all Ondo, for every egg, brother and sister. We would do anything and everything to welcome them into this world and see them grow into healthy, happy Ondo. There must be some way in which you can help us achieve this and...
Again, don't know that I'm qualified for this. But hey, we got our 8th current. So, I commiserate with you guys. I'm gonna not continue that quest now that we got out what I wanted out of it. We'll do it later. Gonna make some food, so gonna lurk. Nice. If you put the lurk at the beginning of the chat, it'll actually proc. I need to update that command, actually. So it can proc anywhere in the message. But yeah, I actually have an exclamation point lurk. Yeah, enjoy your lurk, Kill. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. We'll be here for a few hours yet, so see you later. Enjoy your foodage. So we need 3 more, right? Probably those 3, huh? Yeah, thank you for the chat. In fact, because I will 100% forget that. To location anywhere. And do the same for unlurk. Sorry. Doing a cheeky update. Okay. Don't accidentally close streamer bot. That would be bad. There we go. Yeah, I can set commands to either only proc at the beginning of messages, like, so you have to do exclamation point lurk and then something, or I can do like exact, which I don't know exactly what that one does. I guess it has to be like in a certain place. Or I can do anywhere, which means anywhere you put it in the message, it will proc the command. Which is what I have done now for the lurk and unlurk. So for example, if I had that set up already, kill putting the lurk at the end would still have still alert. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well this morning. Or evening, or afternoon, or whatever you are. I'm doing good myself. We're having fun. I'm trying to do a zone completion here in the Tempest, so... Your tendencies regarding you like a lost child. I need these aethers. Greetings and welcome to the Bureau of the Architect. Are you in need of assistance? It would be my pleasure to answer any questions you might have. To your left is the counter where you may submit registrations for new creations. To your right, you will find the counter where you may requisition concepts on file. Am I correct in assuming you are not familiar with the services we provide? I see. A more detailed explanation is in order. You understand that by harnessing the powers of creation, we can give physical form to all manner of concepts. Yes? I am familiar. Picture a bouquet. A bouquet. Yep. That's how you pronounce that word. A bouquet of fresh, fragrant flowers, all the colors of a rainbow. Now picture those self-same flowers, formed of delicate crystal, impossibly fragile, and radiating hues beyond the visual spectrum. Every day our people push the boundaries of imagination to conceive new and striking designs like these. But there are limits to what a single individual can shape with their abilities alone. Those who harbor greater ambitions may offer their concepts to others here that they might, with the strength of many, accomplish what one cannot. My voice for these guys is something, huh? Is something. Not all concepts are approved for wider distribution, of course. Dangerous, subversive creations pose a risk to everyone. And so, it is only after a comprehensive evaluation, after a concept is judged to further the greater good, we permit it to be shared with the community. Make sense? Y'all following along? Do you understand, little one? Don't. Since you are here, I think you might benefit from conversing with some of the others currently availing themselves of our services. Why don't you go and speak with some of the citizens waiting for their registrations to be processed? Much as I would like to believe my explanation was more than sufficient, I expect you may gain greater insight in this way. Quest accepted. Let's go. Sorry. Alright. Yeah, I know I'm short. Hello. Hello, little one. So rare it is to see one of your size roaming around here. Come to learn about the Bureau, are we? I'm here today to register a new creature. Boneless, with semi-translucent skin, it drifts through the air like a dancer on a summer breeze, its tentacles trailing behind. It utilizes gas bladders to propel itself from place to place, you see. So it's like the floating jellyfish from Elden Ring? Is that what I'm gathering? I'll admit, it's not the most elegant of designs. I'd not shed a tear if it were rejected, quite frankly. But what can I say? I take pleasure in conceiving unorthodox designs. A beginner like you shouldn't take after me, though. If you're looking to pick up a few tips, you should probably ask someone else. Ah, is that my number? They just called. If you'll excuse me. Okay. See ya. Yeah, I think he might have created the floating floating jellyfish from Elden Ring. The crossover nobody expected. From Soft and Square Enix. That would be wild, right? What if there was an Elden Ring event in Final Fantasy XIV? What would that even look like? And then flip it. What would the opposite crossover be? Like bring Final Fantasy into Elden Ring. Any thoughts, chat? Hit me. Aren't you the child I saw speaking with the attendant earlier? I thought so. So young and already so eager to learn about concepts and creations. Curiosity will serve you well, little one. I promise, I am not bored. Ignore the yawning. I've been credited with a few popular concepts, I am proud to say. I'm hoping that my latest will be equally well received. Autonomous figures. I say my latest, but really it is the product of many others' efforts and individual insights. But such is the case for every masterwork, I reckon. Autonomy notwithstanding, these creations know no fear. They are wholly devoid of emotion, and will without hesitation or resistance engage in any dangerous activity, even if death is assured. There is a beauty in that, I think. And I hope... And I hope the officials do so as well. I tell you, there is nothing more nerve-wracking and thrilling than the waiting period before you receive the result. I love it and hate it in equal measure. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about it. If you're still keen to learn more, why not pester that worrywart over yonder? Come to think of it, I think their particular creation was designed to appeal to children. Rude. I'm not a child. Y'all are just really big. I'm a perfectly reasonably sized legally distinct human male. You there, an aspiring creator, come to learn about the Bureau and its inner workings, I trust. That's all well and good. But since you're here, perhaps you can help me with a little something. I've been refining a concept of mine for some time now. Adorable little creatures designed to be the perfect plaything for any young citizen. But I am still terribly unsure if it's ready to be submitted for approval. Which is why I was hoping you might first put it through its paces and tell me what you think. Your honest opinion. I'll have no flattery from you, young man. This matrix, the matrix, will allow you to summon my creations. Do not use it here. Take it outside first, and don't be afraid to play rough. It is all part of the fun. What does he give me? Yeah, boy. Oh, by the way, this is completely unrelated to anything else, chat. But, what do I do with faded orchestrion rolls? I assume there's a way to make them not faded. But I have, like, accumulated a few over my time. And have never bothered to look up how to actually deal with them. So, yeah. Y'all should tell me. I'm chat sourcing it. It's like crowdsourcing, but specifically for my own chat. Use the concept matrix. Ah! Devious playthings. Robin, get out here. You know, they literally said this would be a fight, and I still don't expect it. Down I go! Oh, I didn't read the dialogue. Friend? Friend? Play with friend! Ho ho ho. Such fun, such fun. Bye bye. Down I go. Yes, we do have a Discord. By the way. Just starting out with it. You can follow the link that is currently in chat if you would like to join the community. I do all my verifications manually at the moment, though, so if you do join, bear with me until I can get a chance to check it. Make sure you read through the rules, fill out the little welcome thing as well. Make it easier on me. So yeah, feel free to join. We'd love to have you. How did you find my lovelies? Were they as delightful and engaging as I hoped? Tell me everything. Spare no details. They were fun. I say, they spouted nonsensical phrases and attacked you like mad beasts. How distressing and not at all like what I intended. Oh. I was like, that's fine. My sincerest apologies to you, little one, for the unpleasant experience. Still, from these experiences, do we grow stronger and wiser. I look forward to the day when you try your hand at creation too. Thanks. Nice. Aether kit. 2 more. Right? 2 more? More. Yeah, and once we get all these, we can fly in the zone, and then we can do the zone completion, and then... And then... potentially queue for our roulettes. At the very least, our leveling and MSQ roulettes we should be able to get done. Maybe get a level out of it today. Maybe not. We'll see. What's that? Interesting. Hey, this patronizing Emeraldine is struggling to conceal their disapproval of your attire. Wow! What's wrong with my clothes? Rude. I must say, little one, those garments you're wearing, they are your own original concepts, I take it? I mean, no. I got these from my Red Mage master. Clearly they must be, given their rather singular flamboyance. I mean, they are flamboyant. I can't argue with you there. I have a literal feather in my cap. I would never dream of stifling a fledgling creator's creativity, but to parade about in your cultivated your cultivated individuality is hardly praiseworthy. An Emeraldine of character shares their creations with the community, and do not hoard them for their use alone. To delight in disparity is a mark of the morally deficient. Damn. Disparity engenders feelings of want and resentment, which degrade the bonds of fellowship. Thus do we encourage creators to share and share alike, else we risk kindling the embers of covetousness. Ooh, that was nice. Covetousness. Violence that ever smolder in the hearts of all. Therefore, I must implore you, little one, to cast aside your original trappings and don the communal robes, that you may acquit yourself as an equal among many. In doing so, you will be afforded greater respect and autonomy. Worry not, for this will be a simple affair. I recall seeing a gentle soul outside the Hall of Rhetoric, carrying robes, perfectly suited for one of your diminutive stature. I am sure they will be happy to share their wealth with you. But do hurry, little one. The eyes of the collective are ever watching and weighing your worth. Oh, don't I have... Don't I have... Still the wrong button. This one. Oh. I can't apply the glamour plates here. I say, I think I have this. Yeah. I do hope everybody's having a good day. I'm doing pretty good. Had some good chats. I love a good little banter session. Oh, aren't we looking rather smart this evening? What can I do for you, little one? I desire to not look smart. Robes could serve in lieu of your ensemble. Ah, how prudent. Alas, I have nothing I can offer you at this present time. The ones your associate saw me carrying earlier were a failed experiment. I never intended to make them so small, so I disposed of them shortly thereafter. Failed experiment? By your bemused expression, I gather you find it odd that your elders can fail in so simple an application of creation magics. That's not really. It is more common than you may realize, little one. In this instance, a gaggle of children was passing by as I held the image of the ropes in my mind. So I, simply by becoming aware of their presence, was the form influenced and the final product changed. All things considered, it could have been worse. Just the other day, I was attempting to conceive a white-haired lion, when all of a sudden, this exquisite eagle alighted on a nearby railing, giving me quite the shock, and dramatically altering my initial concept. You accidentally make a chimera. Oops. Yes, indeed. But it was a most unexpected development, but not an altogether unwelcome one. Great strides are often born from unexpected impetuses. But even inspiration has its limits. For all the wonders we have wrought, I do wonder if there will come a time when we have fully explored the potential of our powers. When there is nothing left unmade, and only iteration and imitation and stagnation remain. But such esoteric matters need not concern you, little one. For now, I would encourage you to embrace your creativity and work your magics without fear of failure. Nevertheless, it still would be in your best interest to don the appropriate ropes to avoid excess scrutiny. Why don't you go to the Bureau of the Architect and request the appropriate concept so you can fashion one yourself? Pretty sure I have these. That's another quest. That's another quest. Yeah. Let's see. What else have we been up to? Oh, I'm on the last book, or my reread of the last book of the like weird Doom tie-in novels from like the 90s. They did a series based on like the original Doom, so not using the obviously not using the new lore they've sort of come up with for the remakes or the reboot, I guess. Still gets wild. It gets they run out of game content at a ways before where I am in the books currently, so they've just sort of gone off the rails. They're interesting. Welcome to the Bureau of the Architect, little one. Are you here to request a concept for personal use? If so, what sort of concept did you have in mind? Communal ropes That will take but a moment to prepare. But before I fill your request, I should caution you. Pardon me for asking, but your creative potential is, relatively low. Is it not? We are trained to assess these things, and I fear that you do not possess the ability to express this concept in physical form. It's almost as though you completely lack it, though that cannot possibly be. But regardless of the reason, you needn't worry. We have special tools that may be used to address this very eventuality. I will furnish you with an etheric rope you can use to restrain one of the misbegotten cubuses that congregate in the plaza north of the Academia and Ether. You need to weaken your quarry before you can reliably bind them. Once you have, you can repurpose their energies to create your own ropes. Huh. Sure? Just gonna kidnap a monster and use a bit of alchemy to transmute it into some clothing, you know, as you do. Very interesting. Did not think that's where this quest was going either. What up, buddy? Need to weaken them some more. Do it. Nice. A little worried I was going to kill him. I was a little worried. Ugh. Coffee. I didn't have any, I didn't have anything to put into my coffee this morning, so it was just black, like cold brew. Little more intense than my usual. Or I put a little soy milk or oat milk in it. But it's empty now. Drop. Left. Welcome back, little one. Did you succeed in finding Arquebus? I did. Nods. That's what I expect. Creature is rather less pleased to have been bound and shoved into your pack. Man, it's gonna be even less pleased when I turn it into a set of robes, apparently. You have done well, little one. Allow me to siphon its energies and prepare the matrix for you. It should take only a moment. Here you are, a creation matrix that you may use to generate your own ropes. Huh. The concept is inscribed upon the crystal, which has been infused with the aether of the beast you brought me. Thanks. What? Why are you looking at me as though you do not know how to channel the powers of creation? It is as natural as breathing. Even a newborn babe has the instinct. Even if your potential is lacking as one of our people, you must surely know what to do. Uh-huh. What you're saying is I'm not getting any robes. Doesn't seem like it. Rude. Hey, got one left. Got one quest left. Then we can start flying this zone. Get our zone completion. Should be nice. Should be some good XP from that on its own. We got one more quest to do first for the loquacious Amaratine. He wishes to engage in a battle of wits. Uh-oh. Greetings, little one. Come to debate. And at so young an age. So wonderful. Shall we retire to the benches and settle on a topic? You know, I do appreciate all of these quests being like, you're such a young man. Such a little babby boy. It's not very often I get called young, chat. It's not a thing that really happens. I appreciate it from these guys. I didn't even get carded on my 21st birthday, so this is not a new thing. Even the cashier at Walgreens 20 years ago. Oh my god. Yeah. Was like, nah, you're good. Oh, my apologies for jumping to conclusions. My friends are not quite as fond of the Hall of Rhetoric as I am. So I have a habit of chatting up any potential conversation partners. So if you are not here to debate, I presume you are here to learn about the mysterious and esoteric goings-ons here. It would be my pleasure to act as your tutor in these matters, if you will indulge me. The Hall of Rhetoric, as its name indicates, is a place where citizens may freely gather to discuss and debate all manner of topics. This central forum is ideal for open discourse, but smaller rooms are available for those desiring more intimate conversation, if you know what I mean. Oh, and there is a wealth of reading material concerning rhetorical techniques and history penned by the greatest minds on offer as well, should you wish to refine your techniques through self-study. To my mind, however, rhetoric is a living, breathing thing that is best experienced in the moment of conception and execution. Perhaps a demonstration would best serve to further your education. I'm sure it would, loquacious Amaratine. But we are about to go to our break, so I will leave it on this chat bubble. As I mentioned before, we always take our breaks when the stream takes its break. I recommend you out there in chat land, whether you're working or not, do the same. Take a minute, get up, move around. Maybe grab some water, grab your lunch, something. It's good for your body, it's good for your mind, it's good for your eyes, especially if you're like me and spend a lot of time at your computer. We'll be back here in just a few minutes, so thank y'all for hanging out, and stay tuned, chat. BRB. How are we doing? Hope everybody's got your lunch settled, or dinner, or insert whatever mealtime you're at currently. Lunchtime for us here, as you can see up there, top of the screen. But no lunch for me. Although I did, on the way back from the store, I grabbed Coke to help power myself through this Sunday. It's an orange cream Coke. It's like a creamsicle flavor in the Coke. It's very interesting. I've had a couple of them. It's main reason I picked it up is because it's on clearance, so it's probably not doing well. So it cost me 99 cents instead of like the $2 and something that 20-ounce Cokes cost now. Which is ridiculous. You're back. Orange cream cola does fit my definition of interesting. Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah. So, orange cream Coca-Cola. It is both new and on clearance at the store that I got it from, so it may not be popping off. I don't hate it though. It's a nice change. Yeah, I just wanted a little caffeine, and sugar hit, you know. So I grabbed it on the way back from my walk. Says a lot. Yeah, I don't expect it'll be sticking around, but maybe it wasn't supposed to anyway, right? Coca-Cola is always doing these like limited time flavors. So, yeah, welcome back, Kill. What was the footage? Let me live vicariously. 'Cause I don't get to eat until after stream's done in a few hours, couple hours. So what was the footage situation? Dinner, I assume, or supper, or whatever your preferred term is for the evening meal. We're still side questing over here. Some odd mozzarella and vodka pizza thing, and some mozzarella and vodka pizza, and some fancy garlic bread. Oh, it was like a vodka pizza sauce. Okay, yeah. I've had like a vodka pasta sauce, so it's probably a similar vibe. I don't think I've had it on a pizza though. Sounds interesting. And then some fancy garlic bread, which is always a win. I love me some garlic bread. It was all right. Hey, that sounds like a solid meal. Yeah, I haven't had vodka sauce on a pizza. Fascinating. Apparently they're taking off though. Maybe I'll see it happen around here. I live in Chicago. We do a lot of pizza things, so I'm sure somebody's doing something like it. Kind of just tasted like pre-made pasta sauce. Yeah, it never, like, something about the way it's made. Like, obviously it's something vodka-y, right? But it never it's not like it tastes like alcoholic. It's I assume something to do with the way it's cooked in. Culinary things. I'm not a chef. Oh yeah, you've got actual pizza? Yeah, we do. We both have deep dish, which is controversial from a pizza standpoint. But I love me some deep dish. And we also have, all the more standard ones around. We have like basically every food, though. You can find basically any food you want here. A lot of them are in walking distance for me. I haven't had deep dish in a minute though. I had it for not my last birthday, but the birthday before. I bought myself like my own just for myself. Bought myself a deep dish pizza. Had it for like a week or something. Took me like a week to get through it, and it was delicious every moment. Because they're serious. Deep dish pizza is like a commitment, food-wise. It was good. It was delicious. I love me some pizza. I'm lactose intolerant and allergic to something in milk, like two separate conditions. I suffer through it. I suffer through it anyway. Like I've got the lactate stuff, like the lactase thing to help with the lactose intolerance, and then mozzarella usually doesn't mess me up too much on the allergy side, so I manage. I've managed to sort of get myself this far. Some things are worth suffering for. Exactly. Exactly. Pizza's one of those things that I will do. I don't do stuff like ice cream or like real milk or anything, or like actual milk. Like I use like soy milk or oat milk in exchange, and then I avoid like ice cream. I go for like sherbets or sorbets, or like things like that. But pizza I will do. I just try to keep I stick with like mozzarella on my pizza. I don't go for like any of the crazy. Like, give me 42 different cheeses on this pizza, please. No, that would probably make me suffer. But some mozzarella, I can usually deal with some medical help, or supplemental help. Let's continue this guy, okay? I saw a contemporary of mine engaged in a lively debate earlier, just outside the hall. Go and see if they are still there, and issue to them my personal invitation to a friendly battle of wits. These particular NPCs all have the same voice. Like this race. Which is something akin to the aliens from Galaxy Quest. But like also not. A little bit of a robot-y, like if those aliens were robots, I guess. Is what I ended up with. So it's a thing. But that is precisely my point. That their obsession with this so-called mandate is to approve only the most beneficial concepts for wider distribution. Never mind the ridiculous subjectivity of their criteria has led to the Bureau of the Architect astray from its original purpose. I like this guy. He also adds extra content into every thought with the parentheses mid-text. Anybody else do that, chat? Where you're writing something out and then you feel like obligated to add things in parentheses. I've heard that's an ADHD symptom. I'm not diagnosed, but we've talked about it on the stream before, and there's a good chance that's happening in my brain. I have most of the symptoms, but apparently that's one of them. But anybody else do that thing? I feel like people probably find it annoying when I do it, because it like doubles the length of everything I write. But I do the exact same thing as this guy right here. Just every thought has DLC. I guess. That's just, you know, that's a bonus, right? You get my thoughts, and then you get some extra thoughts on top of my thoughts that are happening while I'm thinking my thoughts. Thoughts. Are you putting your own spin on it? Yeah, on the voices? Yeah. I have fun with it. And it's not too straining, like, physically. Yeah. I'm curious if anybody else does that. I see it occasionally, but this is the first time I've seen it in like a dialogue in in a game. Why it reminded me. Have you business with me, child? Regardless, I am in the middle of a heated discussion with my partner. Come back later. I'm coming back right now. No, no, no. My position has nothing to do with the intrinsic value of unique identity and whether or not it is retained. Rather, I posit that the reproductions, a given concept, are inherently imperfect, and thus they are themselves unique, albeit in minor but significant degrees, and most importantly, this variance is not to be condemned, but celebrated. Better that than to strive in vain for any impossible standard that, even if met, would leave us lesser for lack of diversity. The Emertines appear to be engrossed in their debate, utterly deaf to you and your pleas for attention. Relatable. Oh, they want me to keep trying, huh? My, aren't you a stubborn little bugger? Ooh, rude. It's strangely endearing, I must admit. But we have all the time in the world. Why are you so insistent that I speak with you this very instant? Ah, you are acquainted with that chatterbox. I suppose I do owe them a debate or two. And now is as good an occasion as any. Albeit. Objective completed. Sort of. I think. Damn. That guy lost his conversation partner and faded out of reality. If you don't want me to fade out of reality, make sure you hit that follow button. Turn on notifications. Maybe even subscribe. Turn on, you know, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you've also got a Twitch Prime account, if you have them connected. And you can steal money directly out of Bezos' wallet. Just subscribe for free. Segways. And also, as the bot version of me says, we are on YouTube, technically. I'm bad about doing offline content, but you can find me at those two channels if you would like to keep track. The Clips channel is where my VODs go, and also where clips from the stream go. The regular The Light Wraith channel is where like more edited stuff goes. Although I'm really bad about doing that, as mentioned. But feel free to check those out, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to keep track of me elsewhere, or you feel like watching many, many hours of stream VODs. Thanks. I see you found my friend. Thank you, little one. Then without further ado, let us commence the promised debate. Oh boy. Am I a part of this? Why am I here? Am I the moderator? 2 points to that guy. 3 points to that guy. As to the matter of what subject we shall debate today, I propose the recent calamity which has befallen our friends across the pond. What say you? Imagine having a calamity. The singular point of contention is, of course, whether or not Emerald should intervene on their behalf. I believe we should. The scale of the disaster which threatens that distant metropolis is of a scale heretofore unseen, and so equally considerable resources must be committed to counteracting its effects. I disagree. The scale concerns me less than the nature of the proposition itself. Who are we to unilaterally intervene in the affairs of all those half a world away? Are we to be the saviors of one and all? Such arrogance may well lead to our own downfall. Feels like they might be making a statement here. Feels like they might be making a little subtle commentary. While I understand your concerns from a philosophical standpoint, I fear you are too quick to dismiss practical considerations out of a desire to maintain an unassailable moral authority. Don't ask me. But let us, you and I, hold here for the present and offer the floor to our young student. Is that what I am now? I'm a student? You have heard our opening salvos in this debate concerning the fate of our neighbors across the sea. What is your opinion on the matter? Oh boy. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. I remember that. We cannot save everyone. Sometimes it's all we can do to save ourselves. I mean... I am personally struggling to save myself, but Adamelon is a hero, so ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom. It is indolence. Indeed, indeed. The same can be said, regardless of one's opinion, on the morality of intervention. There is a clear and undeniable benefit to Amarat using the situation as a testbed for our newest creations, that we might develop and refine our defenses against a potential threat to our own fair city. How readily you see the moral high ground. It's granted, the fact that I use the same voice for every one of these people makes it a little confusing when they're having a dialogue. Apologies for that. I just realized that. How readily you see the moral high ground. Was not our young friend's point that we have an ethical obligation to aid those in need? Yet not only do you instead elect to focus on the benefit to Amarat alone, but you also deprive our distant neighbors of the agency to determine their own fate. You misunderstand me. Oof. We got a philosophy lesson slash lecture here. Chat. What benefits Emerald benefits all creation, I firmly believe. For the knowledge and wisdom we stand to gain from intervention can then be shared with others, empowering everyone to more effectively surmount similar trials in the future. And on they go. They're having a healthy debate, though. Imagine. Imagine. Posture check, chat. In fact, I'm even gonna do this. I got a button for that. That I never use. Posture check. Imagine a world where healthy debate is encouraged. Right? Couldn't be me. Redeem to hydrate. Hey! Thank you for the hydrate as well. This one is water. See, I'm being healthy. I've got water and a Coke. Thank you for the hydrate. Y'all hydrate as well out there in Chatland. Because I know y'all need a sip of water too. I know you do. Healthy. Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, I have Diet Coke and water. Hey, it works. I don't do diet sodas. I think that I'm allergic to aspartame, or I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to aspartame, which is the sweetener that they use in a lot of like the classic diet sodas. I know like zero, like the zero ones and such use different ones, but for some reason when I drink aspartame, it causes the this is gross. I apologize, but it causes the skin on the tips of my fingers to peel. Like, I've consistently tested this. I don't... That seems like a weird allergy to me. So I just, you know, I take the hit from the fact that Coke is just, or sodas are just unhealthy. I accept that. I've recently started limiting them to only weekends. To, like, cut back. So that helps out a bit. Yeah, I've heard some people can react to that. You know, I've never actually looked into it to see if anybody else did, so it's interesting to hear that it's not just my body being weird. Or weirder than, you know, it is. But yeah, so I figure if I'm gonna have a soda, I just do the thing. But I know some people will rock the diets. But hey, as long as you also have water, it counts as healthy. Like I said, that's the way it works. Just like if you have a salad and a hamburger, it's healthy. It's just science. Yeah, they cancel one on each other out. Exactly. That's how it works. Disclaimer: I am not a dietitian or a doctor. Just, you know, covering my bases legally. Yeah, they cancel each other out. I must say, it has been too long since I engaged in such a refreshing exchange of ideas. My colleague was equally delighted by the opportunity. You may be assured. Some decry it as a little more than an academic exercise. After all, we failed to reach a meaningful consensus, but I dare say they missed the forest for the trees. Are we not more enlightened by the experience? Have we not been exposed to a greater variety of viewpoints? Is there not value in this alone? I truly believe we are blessed to be part of a society that exalts the free exchange of ideas, and that encourages active participation in the public discourse. This man can talk. They were not lying when they named him Loquacious. This may have been no more than your first foray into the exciting world of rhetoric. It's not. I watched Hamilton. But I sense you have the soul of a debater in you. You may well have the potential to change Amarat in ways no one else thought possible. I shall be watching your trajectory with great interest, my friend. Called me young again. Makes me feel good. Hey, we've got all the Aether Currents here now. We did it. We got a bunch of achievements as well. The reason we were doing all that is because once you get all the Aether Currents in the zone, you can fly on your mounts, which makes getting around so much easier. So now we're going to do zone completion. I'm going to fly over all these clouded areas on the map and get the zone marked off. There's flying in 14. Did not know this. There is. As of... I think, yeah, basically you have to do, like, all the Aether stuff. In a given zone. Like, you'll have, like, the, little Aether points that are all spread around. Where am I? Did I just go into, like, a weird cave? I don't know where this goes. Yeah, you have to get all the Aether things in a given zone, and it'll give you the attunement complete, and then you can fly. There's a set for like every zone. Wait, that explains why I've seen flying cars. Actually, I thought it was just lag. Nope. Every mount has a. That was very neat. Every mount has like a flying version. Some of them are just, you know, are relatively basic. Some of them like change forms. I actually have the car, by the way. See? So you got ground mode car, then you fly and it transforms. You go back to the ground. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's I don't think it was a thing like originally. I think they added it in at some point. But now you can sort of do every zone, and like you go and get all the Aether Currents, and it'll eventually give you the power of flight. I think it also gives you more like mount speed in general when you get them all. Yeah, it has like the little. It has like the little wing symbol on the zones. Hey, Scarlet, how you doing? Hello, hello. You can see ones you've completed, and it'll be like a hollow wing if you haven't done them yet. How are you doing today, Scarlet? I've just been doing some zone completion and over here. Trying to... This zone is weird. I don't know how to get there. It's down here. We just got all of our Aether Currents in the Tempest, so now I'm flying around and doing map completion. Is this actually a thing? Can I go down here? It doesn't feel like a thing. You're hoping your FC on the Alliance on the near Alliance raid? Sick. How'd that go? The Shadowbringers Alliance raid? Yeah, I remember you saying mentioning that. Yeah, how'd it go? Did y'all complete it? Knock it out? Super fun? Nice. That's good to hear. Yeah, we've been having a chill time. Doing some chatting, listening to me voice act the Amaratine in the zone. All that good stuff. Nice. Zone complete. Been doing some I'll probably do a little fate action. Then maybe try to queue for my try to queue for my roulettes after my next break. You know? Yeah, no. Yeah, it's good to hear. It's good to see you, Scarlet. We've had some good chats today, I think. Nice. If you want, I can join you on the roulettes. Yeah, I'll probably hit you up for that. I'm gonna do a few fates here because I only have like 20 minutes until my break. But you know, the roulettes just take a while, just inherently. But yeah, I would definitely not mind the company. On there. Where am I going? This place is weird to navigate. Yeah, that would be appreciated. We can at least knock out the leveling and MSQ roulettes probably in an hour. Especially with hopefully faster queues. Wrap some of these stingray looking things. Nope. Oh, nope. It's the jellyfish looking things. Close. Robin, come back. We haven't done much combat today. We're still level 79. We've been questing. Doing the side quests. I was missing like 4 Aether quests here. And we bantered and such, so I got quite distracted. It's fun. I've been having fun today. Yeah, it's been count. I always enjoy a good catarific day. See? Slashy slash. And blast. And we're back to casting. I enjoy Red Mage. I like both Red Mage and Black Mage. Sort of depends on how I'm feeling that day. Although, like I said, I've barely played my my Black Mage since it hit 100. I don't know how it feels like with all of my skills. I need to do some practicing there. Like I think the most I've played my Black Mage is when we went into the roulette the front line. Alright. And that's obviously not the same class, like the PvP version. But I wanna get back to it. I just don't want to waste any XP. Yeah, I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Pretty low stakes Sunday as far as things go. Just sort of doing our thing. Yeah, I do need to make some XP today, so I will definitely hit you up for the roulettes after our break in 15-ish minutes. If you are down, or if you're still down at that point, alright. I know you've been going. And if anybody else happens to be around, you're of course welcome to join too. Make a party of it. It's one of the benefits of streaming 14, right? We can have some easy group times. I would be the first time I played this MMO, you know, multiplayer. I'm right there with you, Kel. I'm almost always single player. They've actually added new mechanisms into 14. If you haven't been in a while, where you can do like a good portion of the dungeons single player now as well. Pretty cool. Did you not sub currently? Yeah. No. Probably don't need to sub just for this, but if you do ever end up, you know, hopping back in, feel free to join in or ask questions here. We have a lot of people who are better at 14 than I am, and who hang out and chat. So we could definitely get you caught up, like, knowledge-wise. I don't have the most knowledge, for sure. Like I said, I basically came back to the game and then blitzed MSQ. So I know very little of what's happening, like, outside the main like vein. But there are lots of people who do. Have I gotten myself lost again? Yeah, sure thing. Nice. Yeah, feel free. Can I go out here? Yay! We escaped! Yes, flying is a game changer in 14. So many of these zones are so hard to navigate on foot. So this saves you having to like teleport around to get anywhere. When you can even, when that's even an option. Which is why we went through all that stuff earlier to get the flying thing. In case you were wondering why I was doing that instead of just gaining XP. As you know, spending some time getting XP earlier means we or not getting XP earlier means we can get more XP later. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, yeah, the duty support / trust system that they added into the game means you can, for those who are not as MMO inclined, like myself, and as you said, you yourself, Kill, it basically lets you bring in like NPC players into the dungeons. It's how I've done every MSQ dungeon since I've been back. It's very cool. Yeah, duty support has been usefully done in a fair few dungeons. Okay, you see, you've been around since then. That it was all new to me when I came back. It didn't exist when I stopped playing, and then I came back and they're like, "Yo, we'd added this system specifically for you, Mr. Whitewraith. I will use this." Because yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm playing 14 as a primarily as an RPG. It's an RPG first, and then an MMO second, in my mind. So, being able to do it single player is probably the reason I've stuck with it so long. It's not that I like actively dislike playing with other players. It's just so much easier for me and like less like stressful, I guess. But you know, when I've got people in chat to play with and to help me out with stuff, it does make it is fun in its own way, right? And people are usually pretty chill. The 14 community is pretty good in general. But yeah, it was a game changer, actually. I think I've aggroed all the things. Mistakes have been made. Robin, heals please. Thank you, Robin. Robin is my chocobo. Named after the Fire Emblem character and my Smash main. But also because Robin is a kind of bird. I appreciate the multiple layers. Robin is also a type of hood. Robin is also a type of hood. Steals from the weak. Wait. No, that was backwards. Steals from the rich. To give to the poor. The right way around. Right way around. I'm sorry. Never apologize for that. I appreciate all of it. I will dad joke it up with the best of them. So. You don't have to be a dad to dad joke. I presume it helps. Probably gives you like a superpower in that direction. But not required. Yeah, never need to apologize for that. I'm not saying that you never need to apologize in general. But never for a dad joke. I'm sure I won't regret that down the line. Ooh. Said it now, I'm never apologizing for anything ever. Yeah, I played myself, huh? I played myself. How dare you take streamer at their word? You know, we just be saying things. Streamer can't be held responsible for anything they say on stream. Fortunately, it's all on the internet forever. Or fortunately. Depending on who you ask. I also say that like I'm not actively saving my VODs onto YouTube, specifically so that it's on the internet forever. You know? Since Twitch is scuffing their VOD system even more. Gotta put it somewhere. The internet always remembers. The internet always remembers. Which is, you know, it's good and bad, right? In some cases, it's good, as in, you know, when things that definitely should always be preserved end up preserved. But, you know, in some cases, maybe less good. When some things that definitely should not be preserved end up preserved. But hopefully I am always going to stay in the should be preserved category. Not the, you know, wish this wasn't on the internet category. I don't think I've had one of those yet. Hopefully. And I'll try to not. Nice. Nice. This one's going pretty well. This space is going pretty quick. Still got a few minutes till our break. A few as in 5, which is not a few. Might even be a handful. Oh, you alright, buddy? Struggling a little bit. I've got my Chocobo set up as like a healer slash tank, so he's doing his job. Especially since I recently found out you could continue leveling them past the point that I thought you could. Been cool. Now he's actually getting stronger again. He kind of maxed out there for a while. I can also potentially heal myself. Red Mage is you know, designed as a hybrid of White and Black Mage. Can like use a bit of healing magic. Including a res for some reason. It's the closest I've gotten to any kind of actual healing in any kind of real way. Hey. Like I have a level 38 White Mage, which is the only like non-DPS class I have. And 38 is like you've technically started the game. You're technically playing the video game. Because you don't even get like your like class until 30, right? You start as a conjurer, and then at 30 you get White Mage. Just barely started on my hero track, and I haven't played that since I've been back. Like that was also in the before times, years and years ago. Years and years. But we do have our break coming up here in like 2 minutes. So, as mentioned previously, we take our breaks when the stream takes its break. For our own health and sanity. So we'll be getting up. Running scheduled ads also prevents pre-rolls, which means people who randomly hop into the stream don't get bodied by ads. Because pre-rolls are the actual worst thing to ever exist on Twitch. Not gonna say just in general. There are probably worse things than pre-rolls, like historically. But on Twitch, they're pretty far up there. Nobody wants to click on a stream and then watch 5 minutes of ads. That's just a good way to make sure nobody ever watches your stream. So you know, we do our thing. So yeah, we'll be taking our break. We do also have a Discord if you'd like to join our Discord community. The link is in chat right now via the bot version of me that's yelling. Feel free to join. But yeah, we'll be getting up, or we'll be taking our break, so make sure you get up, move around, grab you some water, grab you a snack, all that good stuff. No. Generally be healthy. And we'll be back here in just a few minutes to, we'll probably do our roulettes, so get us some XP. So stay tuned, and we will be right back. It's time to get some XP. Additional XP. At least. I only need another 5.1 million XP to my next level. Welcome back. Thank you. Welcome back as well. I hope you enjoy the ads. Yep, that's what I went with. Scarlet, if you happen to still be around, I'd be down to do some rouletting. If you are, just let me know. I'll give you a couple minutes. I need to clean out my inventory. I'm a bit of a hoarder, chat. I don't know if you noticed. I have too many things in my inventory. But this is after clearing a bunch of it out, by the way. I guess I could also see if Scarlet is online. This is not the place for that, although I do need to do this. Do it earlier. Yes, so essentially, every day you can do this duty roulette stuff that gives like bonus XP for various like activities. What's the word? Various activities in game. So. Let's see. Yeah, I'll shoot Scarlet a message. Right quick. Can tell. We're still looking. Let's. I was about to get. No pressure. Just in case she's not in chat. I can never actually tell. Because Twitch's tracking of who's actually in chat is terrible. And I don't keep my viewer stuff up. My viewer numbers up. So, you never know. Because it's bad for the mental. It's bad for the mental. Like, even when I used to have the stats up, but then like hidden. But I would just end up like randomly clicking them to look. Just way worse than them just being there. You're not in chat? Wow. So have I been hallucinating, Kills? Have I been hallucinating you this whole time? That's worrying. That is worrying. Possibly. Oh, crap. I knew I shouldn't have bought that clearance sale orange cream Coke. It's got me. It's got me. We're gonna blast with shrimp. Well, wait to see if Charlotte's interested. Yeah, the Cream Coke's gone to your head. That's why it's heavily discounted. Yeah, it all makes sense. It's like going to a gas station and buying like a tuna sandwich that's 25% off. Oh, you should probably not. You should probably not. Should always be a little careful with that in general, but once they start putting like discounts on it, you should definitely like consider how much you want a tuna salad sandwich from a gas station. But no, certainly in the fun. Yeah, I keep the stats off now. Not good for the brain. But I appreciate everybody that hangs out, regardless of what the numbers say, one way or the other. Means a lot. Good idea, to be fair. I might do that myself. Notice that my energy deflates if I notice it's only friends watching or just myself. I genuinely had the same problem. So, which is one of the reasons I did it. Yeah, it wrecks your mental, even or like your mindset. Like even if you think you're like cool, like you think you're good with like knowing, or you just genuinely want to know. Like I love analytics. I love looking at it, like the analytics for stuff. But yeah, it genuinely messes with your head. So yeah, give it a try. Just like completely hide like the stats and see how it feels. Because like stream wise, you should be doing basically the same thing regardless, right? You're whether you're talking to a chat or not, you should still be like bantering and going over what you're doing, generally stuff like that. So it shouldn't matter what the numbers are, like whether it's just some buddies lurking while you're working, or lurking while they're working, or you got people in chat. Obviously, it's easier, like when there's when there's people in chat to bounce off of. Like that's just a streamer truth. Yeah, like, you should basically be doing the same thing either way. So yeah, give it a shot. See how it feels. Like I'm sure there are people out there who can like sit there and watch the numbers, but even they would probably be better off if they didn't. Because it also keeps me from like actively glancing at them, right? Because if they're there, I'm gonna look at them, which means I'm constantly doing like this while I'm on stream. And obviously, I'm glancing over here to look at chat because that's where my chat is. But it's at least Oh, I failed. But I ran out of time. I wasn't paying attention to how much time I had. I'll go ahead and queue up though. Q for the leveling roulette. If Scarlet pops in, I'll do the thing. The biggest problem with doing the roulettes by myself as a DPS is that it takes forever. Yeah, give it a shot, Kill. See how it feels. Like I said, I went from having the numbers up, like always, to having the bar or like the screen up, but hiding the numbers. Like you can like click them to toggle them off. But that didn't seem to help me at all. Because I just got obsessed with like wondering what it was under the hidden thing. So got rid of them completely. And I've been enjoying it so far. So. And I am, by the legal definition, a professional streamer. So really, you can take my advice. I'm getting my first payout, in fact. It's processing in my bank account right now. From my first payout from Twitch, specifically. So, by the legal definition. I've had some people supporting on Patreon and stuff too, before this. So, not my first payouts, like, in general, but my first Twitch payout, which is pretty hype. Congratulations. Thank you so much. It's been fun. It has been fun. Like I said, we're about like two months and like a third. It's like 2 months and like a week and a few days into being affiliated here on Twitch. So we've been learning a lot. I think I missed one message though. I think it'll be fine toggling them off. So I do rely on that stream manager view to access my chat. Using zero OBS plugins. Fair enough. Yeah, I've got I am using the only thing I'm grabbing from. I have like the Stream Elements, like Stream Elements Live or whatever it's called, installed like in my OBS, but I'm barely using it. I think my chat has it. I think I'm using their chat at this point. And then I have that's what I'm looking at. That's what's over here on the screen is my OBS. I did a like a browser. Like you can do it. You can like dock browser windows directly into OBS. So I have the ad manager docked, so I can, which is how I know when breaks are coming, when like my ads are coming out. Give it a try, just toggling it off, see how it feels. Because especially if it's like on you've got the whole stream manager up, then yeah, you probably it's not quite as obvious, especially if they're turned off. Yeah, that'll probably work. Give it a shot. I'll be curious to hear your how you feel on it after you tried it. Especially if it's also if you also get that thing where you're like, oh well, there's not anybody here, so what am I even talking to? Because yeah, that's obviously a big thing for us starting off, right? Is learning how to talk even when nobody's listening. I mean, sometimes people are in chat and they're still not listening. You know? So. You made a fair few changes since the CD stream, so we'll see how next week goes. That's awesome. Yeah. Best of luck. I somehow totally forgot to sign up for the thing. or for like this month's review thing. So, whoops. So I definitely wasn't on the list. I'll probably try to get on in the next one, you know. I would like to see what he says. Because Mathman is a very smart guy. Very smart guy. Yeah, I found him. I found him through Content Delta on the YouTube side, and then started hanging out in his over on his Mathman channel, the Mathman EU Twitch. Where he does like Phasmo and other horror stuff. I've been hanging out there a lot, and yeah, he's a cool guy. You found him through Frosty? Oh, nice. Frosty's awesome. I haven't checked out her stream yet. I keep meaning to, but I'm always busy when she's live. Oh, she was streaming Diablo? That's awesome. She's an ARPG player. Let's go. Yeah, Frosty's cool. Just from talking to her in the community. They're both very, very good peeps. She's actually stepped back from streaming a bit due to work commitments. Yeah, her streams are always chill. Yeah, yeah, she has to be busy, for sure. I do like a good chill streamer. I try to be pretty chill myself. You will not catch me doing any of the insane, overacted scream streams. You know? Not to say that I won't get, you know, excited or scared or generally traumatized by something I'm playing. But if I do, and probably bet it's something that probably everybody else is experiencing too. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be that animated. My jaw dropped in Monster Hunter the other day. Oh, are you playing? You've been playing Wilds? There's been some moments in Wilds, yeah, that like it's so good. I enjoyed the Wild story a lot. I actually didn't skip through, like, speed run through all the cutscenes. Ended up making a short of it because it was kind of funny. Hey, that's the way to do it. I'm actually playing Monster Hunter 1. Ooh, the original. And try to make my way through all of them. That's a lot of Monster Hunter. That's a good good playthrough though. Do it. Do it. Monster Hunter has such a dedicated community, right? Like, it's not, especially the early games weren't like huge. But I didn't come into it till World myself. I'd never played a Monster Hunter. Like, I'd heard of it, but I'd never played a Monster Hunter until World. And I ended up putting like 1,000 something hours into World. So I enjoyed it a bit. I put, another like 300 into Rise, and I'm sure I'll end up putting hundreds into Wilds as well. Yeah, you played and finished Wilds. Did you enjoy it? The story was great. Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed it. Yeah, that's a cool playthrough though. Playing through all the Monster Hunters. A lot of the fans are World Onwards. Yeah, that's when it like went mainstream, so to speak. I think a lot of the things they did, and the fact that it's like available on so many platforms. Your first was Frontier 2 on the PSP. Nice. Yeah, you were in before I was by a good margin. Nice trying to actually complete the old ones instead of giving up on them when they get difficult, like I usually do. Those older ones are hard. What was it? I think I loaded whichever one. There's like one of the Generations games had like a demo on the. Was it on Switch? I think I played. Like one of the more recent Generations Ultimate ones. I don't remember. Cannot remember the name of it, but yeah, I got beat up. I tried to play that one. I got beat up. Yeah, Generation Ultimate is on the Switch. Okay, yeah, that is where I got it then. Cause I have a 3DS too, and I wasn't sure which one I ended up playing it on. It's kind of old school. It's like a sort of like a half and half type deal, right? It's more old school than World, which is where I started. Yeah, I'm really enjoying. Like ever since I jumped in, I've been like, this is kind of my jam. Like I have put a lot of hours in it. I played a little bit on stream, just like as a bonus stream. Haven't done much. Oh my god, we are still in the queue, by the way. Maybe we won't go over the way. Maybe we won't. Dang it. Robin, come back. I may have not managed my time well, leveling wise. But, like I said, we needed to get the, Aethers done, anyway. So, I'm glad to do it. I feel like they're all well designed and fun to play. Surprising how much even the first game gets right. Yeah, it's like they knew what they were doing, right? Most of the complaints, especially with the early gen stuff, although it hasn't really stopped, is like, like UI or camera, like technical things that are really hard to like get right without like a lot of iteration. Have been like most of the complaints that I've seen, especially with the earlier gen stuff. Although the UI is still kind of a thing, and it's obviously like designed console first. And I'm one of those crazy people who plays Monster Hunter with mouse and keyboard. By the way, I play it on PC with mouse and keyboard, so I'm doing a little bit of it to myself. But honestly, Wilds especially plays phenomenally on mouse and keyboard. So they finally figured that out, I feel like. You played Wilds and Rise with mouse and keyboard, is pretty intuitive. Yeah, Rise was the same way. World was a bit jank at times. But Rise, they feel like I feel like they started getting it right, and then Wilds, yeah, it feels like totally fine. You mean World and Rise? Yeah, I mean, like I said, I played World on the mouse and keyboard, but there were like moments where it felt like maybe I should switch. But I'm a bow main, so the fact that I can aim with a controller or with my mouse is enough to make me willing to deal with basically anything. You're playing Wilds on PS5 with the controller, though? Yeah. Fair enough. Bow is nice in modern games. I've been enjoying, like, every iteration of the, I've been enjoying every iteration since Worlds. Oh, dang it. Really? I get a special enemy like spawn and then my Q pops, so I'm not gonna be able to kill it. Also, it's got a lot of HP. Rip. You're a greatsword main? Greatsword's my weapon swap in Wilds. It's also I occasionally break it out when I just wanna like bonk something, you know? Sometimes you just wanna bonk something. What am I doing here? I need more food. So yeah, now we're doing a dungeon now. So these are leveling dungeons, so they're like lower level, or lower level dungeons from the main story, right? So, should be also fairly spoiler free. I didn't even see, we're in Cutter's Cry, yeah. Oops. I do really like Greatsword, just for that, the big, make numbers big, right? Yeah, that's actually good thing. Yeah, and it's my weapon swap, and that I keep on my secret in Wilds. In case I just want to, you know. Big numbers are good. They're good. Means I can use the same weapon through every game too. That's also nice, right? You can like really learn it. And it's been around, yeah, since, you know, 1, right? It's the greatsword. I mean, it's basically the mascot for the game. Even the devs think so. Since, you know, you just sort of like chunk like the first cutscene in Wilds and chucking your greatsword. Yeah, it's great, and it's a sword. Great, and it's a sword. Yeah, I've done some, like... I've played around with a few of the weapons. I did some, I've done some insect glaving, I've done some charge blading, done some hammering. But at the end of the day, I always come back to my true love, the bow. Yeah, these leveling dungeons are always kind of awkward to play because as you go down in levels, you lose spells you've unlocked because it bases on the the level of like that you can be at the dungeon. It's always a little awkward. I don't need these things. Please do not give me any of this low level loot. My inventory's already scuffed. Please do not give me items. Yeah, I do. I really enjoy Monster Hunter. I know we just got our title update 1 just popped. And I guess they're adding monsters like over the course of this month. I'm kind of waiting for them to do that, and then I'm gonna hop in and check all those out. Might do a special stream for it, maybe. We'll see. We're just going now, huh? Come in. Get him. Yeah, for the most part, everybody who's doing these like leveling updates or leveling dungeons are people who are using it for the XP. So we've all like done these before. So we're basically speedrunning the dungeons as much as we can. Yeah, title update 1 is night. What the heck? There he is. I forget the mechanics in a lot of these. I was waiting for the rest of the content to be added. I can work through the older games. There you go. That's efficiency right there. I'm kind of surprised how fast Title Update 1 came out. Am I crazy? Or does it usually take longer? Like it feels like it would have been... Hey. I also don't want these. Do. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of these older dungeons, you know. I'm just running with everybody else. Hopefully they remember them better than I do. Oh, I probably shouldn't stand in the blue. Is that setting me on fire? I don't have any of my instant cast spells, so I can't do anything while we're running here. Just got wrapped by that though. Run! We're gonna stop. I feel like the Grand Hub was probably supposed to be in the base game, so the update felt quick as I'd already been half complete before the game was out. Yeah, I think you're right. I bet it was like content that had to be cut for them to make their the time. I think you're right. That would make sense. I appreciate it more than doing like a day one update, right? Where it's like, we released the game, but also the thing. So yeah, you're probably right. I mean, I definitely don't mind it. Like I said, give me that give me that Monster Hunter goodness. Whoops. I like how I jumped out of close range right into that AoE, but then dodged it. Just too good. I didn't dodge it like myself, my character, with his dodge stat. And Violet, I don't remember what that means. Hey! Challenge complete. We did it! Let's get our healer. Yeah, we did it. We did it. And we get the Final Fantasy victory music. Always feels good. GG's. Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe the queue popped right when I got like a rare monster to spawn. Occasionally you'll do a fate and the forlorn, usually a forlorn maiden will show up, but I guess the forlorn is another one, like not a maiden, just straight up forlorn. It spawned right when the queue popped. Yeah, we did it. See, we got a bunch of XP for that. We got most of a level. Just for that one. That was the dungeon and completing a challenge, though, for like doing a certain number of dungeons. And we completed a Wondrous Tales, too? Oh, yeah. I forgot I started a new Wondrous Tales book. Sick. Alright, we got about 15-ish minutes left. So we're just gonna do some fates. I don't have time to do the other roulette. The main story roulette takes like legitimately like 30 plus minutes to do by itself, because you can't speed run it. So I'll have to do that on my own time, perhaps. I also have to do some tax stuff today, so that's less entertaining. So we'll just blast some shrimps. Do appreciate everybody hanging out. I've been enjoying the process of leveling the old Cred Mage. Like I said, the sword and spell archetype is one of my favorite in games and in fiction, really. Fantasy or otherwise. So it's been good to get back to it. I've always appreciated like wizard characters who like aren't helpless if they get stuck like in melee, basically. As opposed to like the sort of like old, like frail, barely functional wizard who has like cosmic power, as long as you don't, you know, get too close. My when I was doing more D&D stuff once upon a time, when I played like 3.5 and all that, I had that version of a Damelon. A Damelon is a multi universal character. He shows up in all of my games, basically. That version of him was a wizard, but I also multi-classed into, I think it was Warblade, which is one of the, sort of like a fighter, but had like special options, like some special actions they could take. I was like multi-classed so that I wasn't helpless if things got too close. It was fun. I mean, I was a little less like strong as a pure wizard than like a pure wizard would be, like with everything stacked up. But this was D&D 3.5, so wizards were plenty strong, even if they weren't min-maxed. Like, hilariously strong. And mine was pretty strong. My DM probably let me get stronger than he should have. Probably. But we did have an agreement that I wasn't allowed to show off. Like, I probably could have soloed a lot of the encounters we got into. Like, I was that level of power. But I agreed for the ability to build the character the way I wanted to be chill with the with what I actually was doing. Sort of keep it under wraps. So I played like a supporting role most of the campaign. Only popping off when needed. It was fun. I haven't played D&D in a while, though. Done a couple of one-off, like one-shots here and there, but I don't have the energy for it anymore to go like hard into it like I used to. And I'm not as big a fan of like the 5th edition stuff as some people. TBH. And 4th edition was not my jam at all. Not at all. Let's see. Over here. Seem to gravitate to 2/2.5e rules, mainly because you love Neverwinter Nights. That's a good reason. I never played a campaign on 2e. I think I played Neverwinter Nights at some point. Would have been way back when. Can't remember for sure. But, yeah, 3.5 was my big one. I do appreciate that they've, you know, there's so many versions, and you can still technically, you know, you can go back and play the other ones, right? They might not be like officially supported, but if you got the books, or can find them online, I guess. I think I just aggroed a crab. Oh, sorry, it's a trilobite, not a crab. Yeah, I don't think I realized that Neverwinter was on 2e, but I guess it makes sense, like time-wise. Huh. Like I think it would have made sense if I had actually like paid more attention to the rules itself. Yeah. I don't think I ever like actively knew that. I still want to try out Baldur's Gate 3, honestly. I don't even own Baldur's Gate 3 yet. I will at some point, but as far as there are too many video games go, Neverwinter is a lot, or Baldur's Gate is a lot of video game for a video game. Waiting for it to get reasonably priced. That's probably when I'll end up picking up too, Gil. Basically. Neverwinter Night is 2e and 2 is 2.5. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. I'm probably in the same boat. Once it goes on a nice comfy sale, probably dive in. Cause yeah, it's up there, isn't it? And not that I don't think it's worth it. There's a lot of game in Baldur's Gate, but yeah, it's just I cannot afford it right now. Ugh. You're trying to kill me. I think we'll finish off this fate and then be out of time. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've heard basically nothing but good things about Baldur's Gate 3, but yeah, it's just I don't have time and I don't have money, both of which are required for Baldur's Gate 3. Although honestly, I've completed more games since I started streaming than I have in a while previous. But I don't know if I can make the commitment to do a Baldur's Gate 3 like run on stream. That feels long. Like it'd be long. And it's hard enough to do like let's play style gaming, which I guess is what I'm doing. Better or worse. On nowadays on Twitch. Especially for and probably worse for a game that's like been out for a bit. And is long. Yeah, I've had the benefit from a growth standpoint of 14 being both a good story game, so it's right up my alley, but also being just a pretty popular game, like community-wise. It's got a nice community with it. But yeah, I don't know if my tactic of trying to do lore playthroughs of games is going to work long term. I feel like streaming is a good way to encourage you to actually finish games. Yep, it is. It's made a big difference for me. Cause yeah, we let's see, I beat what was happening? What am I doing? Weird. I think you debuffed me. We've completed a few games on stream. I haven't completed 14 yet. I'm trying really hard. Haven't beaten 14 yet. We've beaten a few things. Beat Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 is a very good game. We did a whole playthrough of that, including all the DLC. That was a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of what Remedy's been doing. Very good dev. If you like story games, especially weird story games, definitely can recommend Control and Alan Wake 2 or Alan Wake and 1 and 2. All that. Oh, what am I doing? I almost got distracted. We are out of time today, chat. I don't need to be flying to another. I don't need to be flying to another fate. Yes. I do appreciate everybody watching. You briefly tried Control but couldn't get into it? Really? Just the gameplay wise, or was it just too weird? Too much stuff going on? Because I love Control. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time, so I'm curious. You've caught my curiosity right before I'm ending stream, so I must find out. Must know. I just wasn't grabbed by it. That's fair enough. I like the weirdness that Remedy always brings. And Control is like basically all weirdness. And it's genuinely probably the best game involving quote-unquote force powers that we've had in a while. So between the story and the being able to throw rocks at people's heads, yeah, I had fun with it. I had quite a bit of fun. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. Games are for different people. Weirdly enough. But, yeah, let me, yeah, that is about it for us today, chat. I hope everybody's had a good time. I've enjoyed myself bantering. Hey! Thank you for the 20 bits, Kill.
Thanks for the stream.
I even have TTS on for the my bits. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Hope you've had fun. We'll be back on today's Sunday. We'll be back on Tuesday for our next scheduled stream. Same time, 10 a.m., 2 p.m. U.S. Central Time. So make sure you follow me at the places down below, or follow me in general, and we'll catch you then. We'll see if there's anybody around to raid out to, by opening up this. I do have to open the stream manager for, of course. Yeah. It has been fun, Kill. I've enjoyed our chat today. There's Math and Trash Panda from the CD stream. Nice. Let's see what we got. We might bounce over and just say hi to Math. Just for expediency's sake. He's doing some community nightmare Phasmo. Sounds fun to me. It's not 14, but the game has been very much a background thing today, for sure. So, yeah, let's go. We'll go say hi to Math. I'll go say hi to Math. He gets a non-zero number of my raids in general. And it's quick, without me having to put too much work in it. He's a good guy. Go say hi. He's been teaching us a lot about streaming, killing me both. So, share some love that way, if you would. I don't have a raid message yet. That's something I really need to work out, huh? Give me a raid message. Yeah. Thank y'all for watching today. I've had a bunch of fun. Hope y'all have too. Be good to yourselves. Be good to others. Take care of yourselves. Both in and out of the interwebs. And we will see you next time. Goodbye. Oh yeah, and I have credits. Ha ha ha.